this. Today we are going to see what happens. You have you have seen you know um, what do you call uh, power factor, noise factor. You have seen noise factor, you know noise factor. You have seen noise factor is denoted as F. you know so you have also seen what is happening in the amplifier. What is happening in the amplifier? What is happening in the amplifier? So how the noise, what is the input noise, and what is the total input noise, and what is the total input noise total. Okay, so you have seen all this. Okay, you also know usually the gain. What is an amplifier? If you don't take the noise, if you don't take noise into consideration, usually the gain is always something of output and something of input. But in our case, since we are taking noise into consideration, our gain will be something of output, something of input. Then you have a noise factor. Okay, you have to take this formula into consideration. So these are all you write down in order to do that. Now, what happens? What happens? What happens? What happens? When there is a large system like a Ravi Shiv Shankar, I don't know what, Ravi Shankar Maharaj, or PM. Let us say Prime Minister is addressing a big rally, big ground like this. So Prime Minister will be here, and there will be amplifier, and here there is amplifier. You connect this amplifier here, because a lot of people, amplifier here, and this will be connected to this amplifier. A big ground, big address systems and so on. So when you connect amplifier, like we call it cascading amplifier. What happens when you cascade amplifier, and what is the power factor? Okay, so we have to find out. So that means you start connecting not one amplifier, but you connect two amplifier into this, like this, two or three amplifier like this. Then when you connect like this, what is the power factor? Noise factor. What is a noise factor? What is a noise factor into that? Then if you find the noise factor for cascading amplifier, you get a formula. And that formula is what you call freeze formula. Sometimes they are write WS, and this is the correct thing. FRIIS, freeze formula. Sometimes people by mistake they write FRISS. No, it has to be FRII. That means somebody has found the formula, so on his name it's under freeze formula. Okay, so it is very simple. What is the freeze formula? We'll see. So you should know what is this. Correct? You should know what is this G. That is the gain, the amplifier gain. And also you should know what is happening in amplifier. Like what is the total input? Like what is an input power? What is an input power? Input power always it will be like a KTB0. Okay. If it's a total input power, that means you have to take a noise into consideration. It's a total noise into consideration. Then you add F to it. F KTB0. KTB0. KT0B. Total noise. So now you have input power this, then total input power this. Then it is easy to understand what is the contribution of the amplifier. What is the contribution of amplifier of the power factor? Then if it is easy, that is my contribution of amplifier. A is for amplifier, is nothing but PNI total, which you have already seen, minus PNI. And this will make like PNI total will be FKTB0, FKT0B minus KT0B, that will be F minus 1 KT0B. Okay. So these are the things. I just want to revise it before we go into that before the going to what is the total noise power when you connect amplifier in cascading, that is you connect more than one. So we can for our understanding, we get a formula for two amplifier, then we can guess what will happen if you connect three amplifier, or what will happen if you connect four amplifier, five amplifier, six amplifier, 10 amplifier. It is easy. So we just need to connect two amplifiers into the system and get into this. Okay, so very simple. Let us see. I have a so you can call it a freeze formula. Can say, if you cannot see, please somebody has to speak. Freeze formula. You can see. Can you read all? Can you read all? Can you all read freeze formula? The letters.
Yes, Father.
Okay. Cascading amplifiers.
Yes, sir.
You cannot see, huh? You cannot hear. You cannot see that.
We can see, sir, Father.
Okay. Cascading amplifier. So let me draw a simple circuit. Let us say you have a resistor, then you have a power supply. What do you call power supply? PVS source. Then we have RS source resistance. Then here I connect an amplifier. I connect and this connected to an amplifier. This is an amplifier. I connect an amplifier. This is amplifier one. Then I have extend this. Then I have connect amplifier 2. Sorry, amplifier 2. I have amplifier 2. Then I connect the amplifier 3 here and so on, right now and so on. So I need to know what is the noise output of this power NO. What is that? If I find out, then it is easy. Okay. So this is the crux of the matter. I have an amplifier 1, an amplifier 2, and so on. So for my sake, for our sake, power noise factor. You say noise factor of this, I say is equal to F1 because amplifier 1. Here noise factor of amplifier 2, I keep F2. Now every amplifier, remember there is a gain. For ordinarily, gain is always PNO upon PNI, input and output, ordinarily. But in our case, this is a noise we can take into consideration. Therefore, you have to take a noise factor. Okay, this noise factor you have to take. Now, what are we doing? In order to get the freeze formula, we have to get this PN0 and what is PNI, then we get it what it is. Okay, so we have to do this in order to get this. Okay, so let us work for PN0. What is the output noise power? Output noise power of this. Output noise power means we have to know what is happening here and what is happening here and what is happening here. Okay, what is happening here? What is happening here? What is happening here? So that is very important. What is the total noise power? What is the total noise power here? So if we know what is the total noise power, this is PNI, right? So I told you PNI. What is the total noise power? You should know what is the total noise power. So we have to total noise power here. It will be usually it is FKT0B. But now, if there is one amplifier, no? But now we have two amplifiers, F1, so we make it F1 KTB0. F1 KTB0. Remember that. F1 KTB0. Okay, now you are giving this. In the output, here, if this becomes, what is output? Here, when you say, what will happen here? Okay, what will happen here? So what will happen here? What will happen here? This amplifier, then something will contribute of this amplifier. Okay. So so what will happen here? It will be, what is happening here in this section. This PNI, this power factor, this noise factor will add to the gain here. Let us see this amplifier gain. Amplifier gain is G1. Here, amplifier gain is equal to G2. So what will happen here is G1 that is added here, F1 KT0B plus what is contributed by the amplifier noise factor. For example, I was telling you that PNI, that is input noise power, is usually KT0B. And input noise power total is, what will happen? FKT0B. F is added. Now, from here we will understand what is the contribution of noise power, what is the contribution of the amplifier to the noise power. So P and A, that is the noise, total noise power of the contributed by amplifier, that will be total KT0B minus KT0B. Then you will understand what is the contribution of noise power of by amplifier. So this we can, we can write F minus 1 KT0B. This you have to remember this. Okay. Now come back here. What is the contribution of noise power here? So this can be F2 minus 1, in this case KT0B. So that is a thing you have added here. So this whole thing is getting as an input. Now what is P and O? It is very easy. So I can understand what is P and O. P and O will be the first part, G1 F1 KTB will get multiplied with gain. So it will be G1 G2 F1 KT0B plus, and of course this also will get multiplied with G2. Therefore we have G2 F2 minus 1 KT0B. You see, is that? So you can understand in the cascading amplifier, 50% of the job is done. Why? Because we have done P and 0 done. Okay, P and 0 done. So ultimate aim is, friends, we have to find the noise factor of the cascading amplifier. So what is the noise factor here? Is GF is equal to, you can write this formula of Pn0 by Pni into G. Okay, G. So this is what our target is. So that means Pn0 we have done it. What is Pni? What is Pni? That we need to know. What is Pni? Okay. So if Pn0 we know, then how do we write Pni? So what is a Pni? It's very simple, correct? What is Pni? Anybody can say that? What is Pni? What is simple Pni? KT0B, correct? So I can write, friends, can I remove all this part? This part can I remove? Hello? Nobody speaking.
Yes, Father.
If you don't speak, then I will know that. So how much I can remove from here? This can I remove this from here? Can I remove all this?
Yes, Father.
Okay. So I need space, you know. Okay. Let me put it. So now power noise factor is equal to, what is Pn0? I write here G1, G2, F1 KE0B plus G2 F2 minus 1. If you don't see, please, what I am writing, please let me know. KE0B by, now you have PNIG. PNI. What is PNI? Is KE0B and G. Okay, and G. Now, I want to tell you, G is a gain. Now, since G is gain of what? Gain of two amplifiers. Therefore, it has to be G1 and G2. Suppose I add three amplifiers, now I put G1, G2, G3. Right now, I have only gain. So, therefore, this G is a gain of a single amplifier, and G1, G2 makes it gain of two amplifiers. So, let me erase it. Okay. Gain amplifier. So, you have to be very clear on this. Please ask me if you don't understand. Okay, good. Now, what I will do normally, you put G1, G2 cancel. G1, G2 cancel. Sorry. I cannot cancel G1, G2. I can only cancel G2. So G1 remains. I cannot cancel. You know, I have to be very careful in G1, G2, G1. So I can only cancel G2 here and G2 here and G2 here. Then what I can cancel? I can cancel KT0B here, KT0B here, and KT0B here. I am left out now. I am left out PN0. Sorry. I am left out now. I am left out F is equal to. I am left out now. I am left out now what? G1. What I am left out with? G1, F1, G1, F1 plus F2 minus 1, F2 minus 1, then what else? Upon G1. Upon G1. Okay, so F1 G1, F2 minus 1 upon G1. Now, how do I do this? I can simplify like if I put G1 F1 by G1, that will make it F1 plus this will make it F2 minus 1 by G1. I can do that. Okay. So only make sure that this line should not be extended here, because I have dealt this G1 independently. So therefore, this line should not cross. Only limit here. Make sure that it is limited here. That you have to be little. I mean mathematics. All okay. I'll just move this out. Now, is you all listening to me? You have to be very. I'm going to ask you a question and write down this. You please raise your hands. Stella, please make sure that you give them marks. Now, this is the formula. Let's say, okay, for two amplifiers. Now I'm connecting. Let us see. I'm connecting 5 amplifiers. What happens? So please write down for 5 amplifiers. F1 plus F2, that is a noise factor of amplifier 1 upon G1. What happens if I connect the 3 amplifiers? What will happen here? Any student can unmute and say. and that person gets name, put a name, your name, and say what will become 3 amplifiers. What happens? Unmute and can say. You get a mark. Stella, can you hear me?
Yes, Father.
Yeah. So we are waiting for clever students to respond. What happens when there are 3 amplifiers? Come on. 3 amplifiers. What happens?
Vinod is saying that F3 minus 1 divided by G2.
F3 minus 1 divided by, what he
He's
says?
saying G2.
G2.
G2,
No,
G2.
G2. The G1 remains. Then G2 is added, of course. Plus, what will happen here? F4 minus 1 by G1, G2, G3. Remember this, here there is no G1. G1 starts from here. G1, G2. Then what will happen? The 5th amplifier added. What happens? F5 minus 1 upon, what is come? Anybody? G1, G2, G3, G4, and goes on. Right? Goes on means F6 minus 1 upon G1, G2, G4, G5. And little like this. And this is what we call Friis formula. Vinod, just miss. Vinod, make sure your thinking is correct. When you said G2, remember what happens in the first. There is no G. G1 is added here. So you remove G1 and put G2, doesn't make any sense because it is something is added. So you need to keep adding. What do you add? You keep adding the amplifier. You see, you keep adding the amplifier. So that's the thing. So now I think if you understood, then I ask Stella to take over. Stella,
Yes, Father.
is it okay?
Yes, Father. We'll be
Okay.
solving some problems
So
under noise.
yeah, is the formula being is being derived? Friis formula has been derived.
What,
I hope
Father?
I hope the students have understood.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. But nobody got marks. Maybe they may be sleeping still. They are in a sleeping mode. Okay. Okay, Stella. See you. Huh?
Okay, Father.
Go ahead with your class. Yeah. Thank you. So friends, this is what you need to write. This is what you need to write in your notebook. F is equal to F1 plus F2 minus 1 plus F3 minus 1 by G1 by G2, F4 minus 1 upon G1, G2, G3 plus F5 minus 1 by G1, G2, G3, G4. If we connect 4 amplifier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, amplifier. Okay, see you. Okay, Stella, you can go ahead.
Father, can you stop presenting?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I have to stop presenting. Is that okay?
Yes, yes. Okay. So we studied what is noise power in amplifier, what is total noise power, right? So now we are going to solve some problems under this topics. Okay. Write in your note the first problem. The signal noise, so the signal power and the noise power measured at the input of an amplifier are 150 microwatt, comma 1.5 microwatt respectively. If the signal power at the output 1.5 watt and noise power is 40 milliwatt, calculate the amplifier noise factor and noise figure. Okay, what they ask us to find out? Noise figure and noise factor. Okay, noise figure and noise factor. So we can say noise figure, so noise factor F. What is the formula for noise factor? Input signal power divided by input noise power divided by output signal power divided by output noise power. Okay, this is our formula. Sorry, PNO. That is output noise power. So in the question they are minus 6 watt. Then what they have given? If the signal power at the output is what signal power? That is 1.5 watt. PSO is equal to 1.5 watt and PNO is 40 milliwatt. 40 into 10 power minus 3 watt. So now calculate the factor. What is the value? See what is the factor, noise factor F. This F means noise factor. F in dB is figure, noise figure, noise factor. PSI divided by PNI divided by PSO divided by PNO. Calculate and tell me. Calculate and tell me the value of F, noise figure. So noise factor. Four by 15. Again, short karo. What is the value of 4 by 15? F is equal to 0.267. Yes, 0.267. Calculate it properly. Huh? I think you have to get 2.67.
Ma'am, 2.67.
Yeah, correct. 2.67 is the answer. Aman, you check your answer. Huh? See, it is 2.67. Okay. Now, what is the second question they asked you to find? What the second question they asked us to find? First one is noise factor and the second one is noise figure. So, what is the formula for noise figure? What is noise figure? F represents in dB, right? F represents in dB. When it is represented in dB, then we have to calculate. We have to use the formula as 10 log. We have to write 10 log 10 of F. 10 log 10 of 10 log 10 of F. So now calculate the value. So what it will be? 10 log 10 of 2.67. Calculate and tell me what is noise figure. What is the value of noise figure now?
$4.265.
Yeah, 4.265 is the answer. 4.265 dB. You have to write like this. 4.265 dB. So, see, read the question properly, okay, while solving the problem. Noise factor in the sense just F. But when it comes to noise figure, it is represented in decibel. So wherever you are seeing decibel, then you have to put 10 log 10 of that particular value. Okay. So you need time to copy this, or I'll move to the second problem. Students,
Ma'am, second problem.
okay. Second problem. So see the second problem. The signal to noise ratio at the input of an amplifier is 40 dB. If the noise figure of an amplifier is 20 dB, then calculate the signal to noise ratio at the amplifier output. So what they have given? They have given noise figure value. They have given signal to noise ratio of an input, and they ask us to find signal to noise ratio of output. So here, so what they have given, signal to noise ratio of input is 40 dB. Okay, see the second question. S by N, that is signal to noise in terms of M. Sorry, in terms of PC and PT. PT. So we know the formula now. PT by PC is equal to 1 plus M square divided by 2. So from this you need to find M. That's it. So I can say the value PT by PC minus 1 into 2 is equal to M square. So to need to find M, what will be my value? M is equal to root of 2 into PT minus PC minus 1. Sorry, PT divided by PC minus 1. So this is my modulation index in terms of PT and PC. So you can ask me why we are finding this. So if they are given in the in the problems, if they given the total power as well as carrier power, then you can automatically find out modulation index using this formula. Using this formula. Okay. So now we need to find what is the efficiency. What is the efficiency? What is the efficiency and what is the percentage efficiency? So for efficiency, we are having a formula eta. That is eta is equal to P USB plus P LSB divided by PT. That is the total power. Okay. So now we know what is PUSB and PLSB. That is M squared by 4 PC. M squared by 4 PC plus M squared by 4 PC M squared PC by 4 divided by PT. What is the total power? 1 plus M squared divided by 2. 1 plus M squared by 2 into PC. So now solve this. What will you get? So for from the first two value, it will be 2M squared PC divided by 4. 2 and 4 will get cancelled to each other, and it will give me M squared by 2 PC divided by 1 plus M squared by 2 into PC. PC and PC will get cancelled each other. 2 will come. So here M square divided by 2. Here I am taking multiplying, cross multiplying. I am taking cross multiplying. So 2 plus M square plus M square divided by 2. Okay, here 2 and 2 will get cancelled, and my value will be M squared 2 plus M squared. 2 plus M squared. Now for percent, this is my efficiency. So for percentage efficiency, I'll take M squared divided by 2 plus m squared into 100 into 100. So if I'm using m as 1, if I'm using full modulation, what will be my value? 1 plus my percentage efficiency will be 1 plus 2 plus 1 into 100. I'll get 1 by 3 into 100, that is 33.33 percentage. 33 percentage. Okay. See how much efficiency it has? Very less efficiency. Okay, very less efficiency. So if we are sending a signal, if we are sending a signal through a through amplitude modulation, okay, so what will your efficiency will become? Only 33 percentage. That means most of the signal will getting lost. Okay, that means this is a disadvantage of our amplitude modulation signal. Why? Because we are not getting our proper signal. There are lots and lots of losses. Okay, noise gets appended and it is getting, our data is getting erased. It is not, it is getting lost. Okay, this is a main drawback of our uh, um, what we can say of our amplitude modulation. That is first one, DSB-FC, double sideband full carrier signals efficiency is very low. Because of this, we can say that is this method is disadvantage. Okay. So now we are going to study in terms of current. In terms of current, power calculation. Power calculation in terms of current. Okay, so for current, we know for PC, that is, what is the formula? I squared C into R. Okay, and for PT, we know it is I squared T into R. T into R. Now we know the formula. We know one formula, that is PT divided by PC is, so substitute this in equation 1, 2, and total power. For total power, we are using substitute here. Okay, I squared T R divided by I squared CR, and here these two will get cancelled and I will get IT divided by IC square. Okay, IT divided by IC square. Now we know one formula, that is from voltage we find out PT by PC as 1 plus m square divided by 2. So take this equation as 3 and take this equation as 2. Now you equate 2 and 3. Equate 2 and 3. Equate 2 and 3. So what will I get? 1 plus m square divided by 2 is equal to IT by IC the whole square. Okay, so now find out the m value here. Sorry, find out the IT value here. What is my IT value? 1 plus m square divided by 2 the whole power 1 by 2, or root of into IC is equal to IT. So this is my value. This is my value. That is the IT, total current value. Total current value. Now we are going to find out in terms of m in terms of current. M in terms of current. M in terms of current, that is IT by IC is equal to, so we can directly use this formula. This formula 1 plus m square divided by 2, 1 plus m square divided by 2 is equal to IT by IC the whole square. So now find out the m value here. We can find out directly as we have done before. m is equal to IT by IC the whole square minus 1 into 2 into root of, okay, into root of, that is the square will become root. Okay. So root of 2 into IT squared by IC minus 1. This is the final formula. So did you understood this? So what we have studied now, we have studied power calculation using voltage. Then we have derived the m value in terms of voltage. Then we have studied efficiency in terms of current and modulation index in terms of current. Okay. So we have studied 5 topics. Did you understood, students? Yes. Did you understood? So put your comments in the comment box if you are having any difficulty. Okay. So you need time to copy? Okay, understood. Do you need time to copy? Anyone unmute yourself and tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Give 2 minutes to copy.
Okay. So, okay, copy now. Then we'll solve some problems under power calculation. Okay. Make it fast. We will be solving 2 to 3 problems. Huh? Write modulus index in terms of PC and PT. Okay. Students completed? Anyone unmute yourself and let me know. Completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So we'll solve one problem. Okay. So the question is visible, right? See the question. A 10 kilowatt carrier wave, a 10 kilowatt carrier wave. That means PC is given. Is amplitude modulated at 80 percentage depth of modulation. 80 percentage depth of modulation. So what is the value of PC carrier wave? It is mentioned in kilowatt. That means 10 kilowatt is my carrier wave. Then amplitude modulated at 80 percentage of depth of modulation. That means percentage M is given. That is 80%. So how will you calculate M? 80 divided by 100. So what is my value? 0.8. Okay. So now depth of modulation by a sinusoidal modulating signal. Calculate the sideband power. Sideband power. So what we need to find? PLSB and PUSB. PLSB and PUSB. Then we need to find total power. Then we need to find efficiency. Okay, we need to find efficiency. These are all the things we need to find. Okay, so now use the formula of PULSB and PLSB. PLSB and PUSB are same. The lower sideband and the upper sideband are same. What is the value of PLSB and PUSB? I can use
PC by 4.
MPC. What is the formula? M squared by 4 PC, right? M squared by 4 PC. Remember? See the formula. What we have used? M squared by 4 PC. Okay. M squared by 4 PC. So use the formula to calculate M squared by 4 PC. So what is the M value? 0.8. The whole square divided by 4 into 10 kilowatt, right? What is the value? 10 kilowatt. That is 10 into 10 power 3. Calculate and tell me what is the value. PLSB, PUL,
1.6 kilowatt.
1.6
Kilowatt. Watt.
kilowatt. Okay, 1.6 kilowatt. Then now you need to find what is total power. What is the total power? What is the formula for total power? PT is equal to So we can able to write in terms of PC also here. Okay, we are having one formula PT by PC 1 plus m square divided by 2 into PC. We can use this formula, or you can use another formula. As we know, PC plus PULSB plus PLSB. Anything we can use from these two formula. Okay, what is the value of PT now? Calculate and tell me.
13.2 kilowatt.
13.2 kilowatt. Yeah, good. 13.2 kilowatt. Okay. Now, what is the third question? They ask us to find efficiency. Efficiency. What is the formula for efficiency? M square divided by 2 plus m square into 100 percentage efficiency. So calculate what is the value of m 0.8 the whole square. It is 0.8 the whole square divided by 2 plus 0.8 the whole square into 100. What is the formula? Sorry, what is the value? What is the value?
Ma'am, 24.2424.
Yeah, 24.24 percentage is my efficiency. That's all. Simple. You need to know the formula. That's it. You need to know what is the formula for efficiency, what is PUSB. You okay? These formula PUSB, PLSB, then the total power. Always you need to remember. Okay, this formula. Okay, these are all the formula. Okay, so now we'll solve the second problem. We'll solve the second problem. Second problem. Okay. Okay, a transmitter transmits 10 kilowatt of power without modulation and 12 kilowatt of power after amplitude modulation. What is the modulation index? So from this question, how will you write the value? How will you write the value? How will you take the given data? Without power modulation in the sense while transmitting हमारे पास क्या क्या रहेगा? हमारे पास carrier रहेगा और modulating signal रहेगा. So here they have given without power in the sense we are transferring carrier signal, because carrier under modulation, if we are using modulation, carrier carries our modulating signal. So we can take without power, without modulation, we will be taking as PC. Okay, PC is 10 kilowatt. That is 10 into 10 power 3 watt. Okay. Now see, after modulation हमको क्या मिलेगा? Total power. That is our total power is 12 kilowatt. So 12 into 10 power 3, 12 into 10 power 3 watt. Okay. Now calculate the modulation index. What is the formula for modulation index? M is equal to, what is the formula for modulation index? M is equal to PT upon PC, right? What is our modulation index? Using PT and PC. Modulation index. See, 2 into PT by PC minus 1. Root of 2 into PT by PC minus 1. Calculate it, tell me what is the value of M?
Ma'am, it is 0.6324.
6324. Okay. If I am using percentage, if they ask. So wherever modulation asked, no, you find out M, then you find out percentage modulation also. Okay, 63.24%. Okay, this is my modulation index. So now the third problem, we'll study the third problem. Third problem. Studying sort. Pictures. We solve the fourth problem, then we go to the third one. Okay. See, a transmitter with a carrier power. So carrier power is given. PC is 10 watt. Here it is 10 watt. At a frequency of 25 megahertz. That means carrier frequency is given 25 megahertz. 25 into 10 power 6 hertz. Then it operates into a 50 ohms load. I think this problem I have given in the assignment, I think. Yeah, assignment. So learn this. What is given? Carrier power of 10 watt at a frequency of 25 megahertz operates into a 50 ohms load. That means load resistance is given as 50 ohms. 50 ohms. It is modulated at 60%. M is given as 60%. That means what is my M value? 0.6. 0.6. 0.6 by 2 kilohertz sine wave. 2 kilohertz sine wave is nothing but FM is given, modulating signal. 2 into 10 to the power 3. 10 to the power 3. Now what is my question? Sketch the original, sketch the signal in the frequency domain. Show power and frequency scales. Power scale भी दिखाने का उनको और frequency scales भी दिखाने का. So what is they ask us to find signal in frequency domain. Signals in frequency domain. So they ask us to find frequency spectrum. That is in frequency domain. So frequency spectrum, we have to draw the frequency spectrum. Okay. So here in terms of power and frequency. तो यहाँ पे क्या रहेगा? FC plus FM, FC minus FM, and यहाँ पे क्या रहेगा? PC in terms of power. Amplitude we know M, वहाँ पे EC रहेगा, यहाँ पे power रहेगा. That's it. यहाँ पे PUSB and यहाँ पे PLSB and यहाँ पे FC रहेगा. So what we need to find? What is PC? What is PLSB? What is PUSB? And what is FC and FC plus FM as well as FC minus FM? We have to find this. So now we'll find the frequency first. Frequency FC plus FM. So calculate and tell me what is FC plus FM. What is FC plus FM? FC is 25 mega and FM is 2 kilo. Calculate and tell me. What is the value? Anybody?
25002 kilohertz.
25.002.
Ma'am, point 25002 only.
Okay, 002 only.
25 kilohertz.
Kilohertz.
Okay,
kilohertz. Okay. FC minus FM.
24,998 kilowatts.
998 kilohertz. என்னது நான்? போறீங்க. Okay. So now, what? Now we need to find what is PC. PC is given, right? PC is 10 watt. So now find out P USB and P LSB. What is the formula? M squared by 4 PC. M is 0.6. Find out 0.6 the whole square divided by 4 into TC 10. Calculate and tell me what is the value.
Ma'am, 0.9.
0.9 watt. 0.9 watt. So now you need to write here. Okay. Here it is 10 watt, 0.9 watt, 0.9 watt, and here it is 25 mega, 25.2 mega, 24.98 mega. Okay, that this is how you have to write in the frequency spectrum. Then only this question will get completed. Okay. So now what they ask us to find. What is the question? Okay. First question we find out. Second question is total signal power. Total signal power. What is total signal power? PT. PT is, sorry, PT. PC plus PC plus PUSB plus PLSB. What is the value? You have to get 11.8 watt. Are you getting? 10 plus 0.9 plus 0.9. Ten plus 0.9 plus 0.9. You'll get 11.8 watt. Are you getting this value?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now, what is the last question they ask us to find? See, what is the RMS voltage of signal? RMS voltage they have asked us. Okay, RMS voltage. So RMS voltage is equal to RMS voltage is equal to. So when we will be calculating RMS voltage, so we will be calculating this RMS voltage from power. Okay, we need to find from power. P is equal to VRMS square divided by RL. VRMS square divided by RL. From this equation, we need to find what? VRMS. Yes. So how this equation will become? VRMS is equal to root of P into RL. So here P in the sense it is PT, total power. Okay, from total power we are calculating. So what is my total power? What is my total power here? Root of total power which I calculated, it is 11.8, I think. Yeah. 11.8 into, here it is RL. What is my load resistance? What is my load resistance?
50 ohm.
50 ohm. So here it is 50. Calculate and tell me what is the value. Root of
20,
11.8 into 50.
24.28.
24.28 volts. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, understood? Understood? Students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you need time to copy this or you completed? Students?
Completed, ma'am.
Completed. Okay, okay. So from this I completed the first topic, that is DSB SC FC. Okay, again we are having two more topic, that is DSB SC and SSB SC. So from that amplitude modulation will get completed. Okay. So I think you understood the derivation which we solved today. If you are having any difficulty, you tell me now for accessing your files, notes, anything. You ask me now, so I will tell you. Otherwise, we'll conclude the